Welcome, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this morning. That was Bobby Pickett's The Monster Mash. Happy Halloween. The Monster Mash was originally banned in England. But again, happy Halloween. So glad you could be here. It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become successful currency traders. We are so confident that we can do that, once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. Purpose of these sessions is so that you can watch a trader who's pretty good, do their thing and learn from them, and also make your own evaluation as to how well our proprietary indicators work. They're simple to use, but very powerful. And with that, let's jump right in and listen to this guy and get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we are continually training, and whether that be through live trade sessions, which once you become a member, we do one every morning at 10 a.m. And another every evening at 10 p.m. And there's additional paid sessions that you can go to. We also have advanced member meetings where we're reiterating. We've got a dozen different trade signals. When we train someone, we customize create a customized trade plan for you based on your availability to trade and your risk preferences. And then back to the basics every Saturday morning, where we're continuing to review the basic strategies and take your questions so that you can be your best. I work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused. Every day, I like to restart my green chart, clears out the memory, picks up any updates that they may have done. At the end of every day, or at the beginning of the next trading day, I do go back and take a look at what trades didn't go the way that I wanted. And try to figure out why, and that's our simulator allows us to go back and see exactly what we were looking at when we took the trade. So that's very, very helpful in figuring out what went right and what went wrong. On last night's live trade, we didn't find a good trade setup, but on the overnight trade, we took a buy on the Euro USD and that closed. We've had a big update so far on the Euro USD and on the pound yen. Pound yen, we didn't have a clear signal, so we didn't take the trade. We are technical traders, and that means we are trading based on the price action, and that is one of the things that our indicators are very, very good at helping us see what the direction of the move is going to be. There are lots and lots and lots of tools out there for trading, and it's almost overwhelming how much information's out there. We've simplified it where we're just looking at a small group of lines, and when those lines line up, we've got a good trade. But News also does impact currency prices, and we want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. And Forex Factory shows that to us, and it breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, generally don't worry about. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about it, but some people can take this into account. And red, which is the things I do worry about, which are high impact. And this morning at 8:30, we've got some news on the Canadian dollar, and also on the USD unemployment cost index. And then again at 10 a.m., consumer confidence. Later tonight, New Zealand dollar unemployment information. Any trade we take now would be closed before here. If we're within a 2-hour window, I don't like to trade the pair because this information gets leaked. It starts to leak out beforehand and will impact the price before the indicators can pick it up. So you may have a good signal, but because of the news, the signal is going to change. The news is going to impact what happens to the price. So we don't want to get in a situation where we're holding something and then there's a news event and it causes the price to do something that the indicator didn't pick up. So we're going to avoid the Canadian dollar and the US dollar this morning. So with the signal I am going to use, the 10-point trade signal, I like to trade it off of a 1-hour chart, but you can trade it off of any chart. The overnight trade, I use kind of a modified version of the 10-point trade signal and just take a small piece. But if I'm using this signal on a longer chart, I expect more pips, but it's going to take a little bit longer for it to execute. So since I am a day trader, I like to get in and get out, and I look for the setup. I want to be 30 minutes into the setup so the chart has a chance to form. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And 11 pips tends to be my sweet spot. If I can do that 3 times a day, I'm doing very, very good. And on the 1-hour chart, I'm expecting the trade to close between 1 and 3 hours of when I take it for that move to go through. And what I'm looking for is to get all the lines to line up, or at least 7 of the 10 lines to line up. So let's go ahead and take a look. We are going to use the light 6 major chart, which is one of the standard charts. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. This first chart is all US based. So I am looking for situations. I'm going to start in the middle of the chart, and I am looking for situations where the major and minor indicators are either overbought above this blue line and pointing down, or below this blue line or below this red line and pointing up. So here, major indicators, the red and green indicator, the minor indicators, the black and gray. So here, everybody's pointing up. Going to run through the channel. So this is what I'm looking for. I want to catch it on one side and ride it up through the other side. And there you see, within the course of 4 hours, was 27 pips. So, 2 hours into it, 15 pips, I would have grabbed my 11 pips and got out. So that's what I'm looking for. Once I see this here, I'm going to jump up to the TNTs and see if the TNTs are supporting, and then go down to the pressure and see if the pressure is supporting. So if I get agreement against all 3, I've got a good trade. So here, we're overbought. That's 1 point. 2, the majors and minors are going down. That's 2 points. And 3, I've got kind of a double cross here where the red is crossed over the green and the black is crossed over the gray. So I've got 3 points here. What I don't like is I don't like the steepness of the green line. So even though, so I've got 3 points, so I'm going to go to the next part of the test. But I'm telling you right now, I kind of don't like this, that the green line doesn't have quite enough slope to it. It's a little bit less than 45 degrees. I want it to be 45 degrees or more. And I also don't like that it's not quite entering the channel. That I'm kind of willing to pass on. But I do like more steepness here. When I jump up to the TNTs, I'm going to count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing here. So thick orange is telling me sell. Thin orange is telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. So dotted blue is going up and thick blue is going up. So all four are saying, hey, sell. Good sell signal. And then the last piece of the signal I'm looking for is what's going on with the pressure. And I want the lines to either be going down, which they're not, they're going up. So I've got kind of a weak up pressure here, or I want the red line on top. So I've got neither here. So I don't have this third element. What makes this pressure weak is the closer these lines are together, the stronger the signal, and the steeper the lines, the stronger the signal. So here is a stronger up signal. Again, what makes it a little weak is that we've got the gap here. But when the lines are close together and the steeper, the stronger the signal. So this is weak up signal, but we don't have, the lines aren't going down, nor is the red line on top. So we're going to pass here. While we've been talking, the green line's gotten a little bit, the green line has gotten to 45 degrees here. Euro USD overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors, they're coming down. The green is going down. The red is going down. But again, less than 45 degrees. And we don't have the double cross here where the red hasn't crossed over yet. So we don't have this signal in its entirely. If we don't have the signaling entirely, we're going to go on to the next one. Pound USD overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are sideways. Red lines horizontal, green lines going down. So nothing there. US Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. So 3 points here. Steepness on the green lines a little better than 45 degrees. Two orange lines going up. Thick blues coming down. So 3 of the 4. But I've got down pressure. So I don't have it here. Again, this has got kind of a double whammy on it because we've got news on the Canadian dollar and the US dollar. So we're going to hold off. I don't need many trades. If you're using the scalp strategy where, you're trading off of a 5-minute chart, to get 30 pips in a day, that means you're going to take 10 trades and then out of the 10 trades, you're going to lose 1 or 2. So to get to the 30 pips, you're going to probably take 15, 18 trades to get there. I don't have that concentration to do that, to sit there and kind of grind it out. I'm more of a guy, I want to see my setup. When I see my setup, I know it's going to come. Even if I only get 1 during the day, if I get, as long as I'm not losing money, I'm happy. And this trade is consistent enough that lets me do that. USD Swiss franc oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. This is okay. I don't mind that it's into the channel as long as it's less than halfway. What I don't like here is we've got the kink in the green line. So we're going from more steep to less steep. And you also have the kink in the minors. Not as concerned about the kink in the minors. I am more concerned about the kink in the majors because the kink tells me it's running out of steam. The up move's running out of steam. So 3 points here, 2 orange lines going up. two blue lines coming down, so all four. So 4 out of 4. Down pressure. Actually, this is more sideways pressure with the green is on. No, I guess it is down pressure. The green line's kind of horizontal. Oh, the green line's going up. So the green line's going up, red line's going down, and we've got the green line on top. So we've got a point here. So this is a good signal. But again, we're going to pass because USD's got that news coming out. Dollar yen, overbought and everybody's sideways. Now here's a case where we've been overbought for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Overbought for 6 hours. And here's a case where, you could have taken a buy trade. And wow, got 80 pips off of it while it was overbought. Now, there may be part of the signal here that you could trade from, but it's just not part of my trade plan. I'd rather take less risk and catch it on one side or the other of the channel and just ride it through the channel, like here or here or here or here. That's what I'm looking for. But again, here's a case where overbought. Had you taken a sell signal, when it's overbought, it's going to be coming back. It's going to turn at some point. I just don't want to get caught taking a buy when we're overbought and it turns and comes down. So let's go to the next group, see what we see. Euro pound, overbought. Everybody's coming down, double cross. All 4, 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines coming up. Up pressure. This is stronger up pressure. The lines are converging. The green line's getting closer to the red line, but the red line hasn't crossed yet. Also, don't like. I don't like. I'd rather the green line be a little closer to entering the channel. Australian dollar, yen. Here's a case been overbought for the 6-7 hours. It's starting to turn, but we don't have. There's not great steepness on the green line, and we don't have the double cross. So we'll pass. Euro Canadian dollar, overbought. Majors are sideways. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Minors are going up. Majors are sideways. They've kind of turned in the middle of the channel. So nothing there. Pound yen, overbought and sideways, nothing there. Euro Canadian dollar, majors going up, minors going down. We're overbought, so nothing there. Well, if this turns soon, this might be an interesting trade, but not there yet. So let's see what else we have. We're seeing a lot of the same pattern here. Canadian dollar, yen, overbought. Been overbought for 6 hours. It's starting to come down, but not quite. We don't have the double cross here, so we're going to pass. Euro New Zealand dollar. Overbought, sideways. So here, you might have had the signal. I can't quite tell if the red is on top. It looks like the red's on top. I don't know if you would have got the 10 pips out of this or not if you jumped on it. No, only 5 pips here. Only 5 pips here. And then it turned. Now, sometimes it's kind of a little bit beyond what we're doing here, but sometimes on the Euro USD, if I see like a turn with good steepness like this, I might trade this. But on the Euro New Zealand dollar, I'm not going to, like, if I see a sharp turn on the major going the other direction. But right now we've got nothing there. Pound New Zealand dollar approaching overbought. New Zealand dollar yen overbought, going sideways, nothing there. New Zealand dollar USD overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross. So 3 points, but I don't like the steepness on the green line. And I don't like that it's gapped so much. It's gapped so much. 2 orange lines coming down, 2 blue lines going up. Pressure's not there though. Pressure's not there. So the pressure kills it. Euro Swiss franc overbought, and we're still going sideways on the majors. So nothing there. Let's go to the next group. Australian Canadian dollar overbought. We're going down in the channel. We've got the double cross. The green line is less than halfway, so that's okay. So I got 3 points here, but red flag is the kink in the line. I don't like the kink in the line. It's telling me that the signal softened up. So I got 4 here, 2 orange coming down, 2 blue going up. Very weak sideways pressure. But red isn't on top. I'd feel a little better if the green line was going down, but it's not yet. So we'll pass. Swiss franc yen overbought, but the miners are sideways. I want everybody going down. The more agreement I have across the board, the better. Euro yen. Miners are coming down. Majors they're coming down, but the steepness is terrible. We got the gap, but we don't have the double cross here. The red hasn't crossed over yet, so nothing there. Euro or pound Australian dollar overbought going up, so nothing there. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, majors are sideways, and Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we've got disagreement. Majors are in the channel, kind of going sideways. Minors are coming down. So nothing there. So we've just gone through 24 pairs, and we didn't find a good signal. That's okay. We, like a World Series is going on, like a batter in baseball. You got to wait for your pitch, and it requires patience. You know what you're looking for. You know what you want to hit, and you've got to wait till it comes. It does come if you're patient. It does come if you're patient. If you swing at what's not your pitch on the wild chance that you might get a hit, sometimes you will. Sometimes you'll get it. But more often than not, you'll miss, and you'll get a strike against you. Now, one of the nice things is that we do have multiple indicators. And with the multiple indicators, we've got a different trade we can do. And there's one trade, another trade, it's a scalp trade that we can take at the top of the hour when there's less than 5 minutes on the chart. And here we've got 4:46 left. So we're within that time. And it's a scalp trade, and it looks at what the position of the thick orange line is. And the thick orange line is a scaled line. When it's as high as it can go, this number is at 10. When it's as low as it can go, this number is at 0. So I am looking to see if this number is at 0 or 10 with 5 minutes left. Or 0 or 10 are within 1 point of either end. So because when this line is at 10, it's saying, hey, I don't think there's any more up in the move. And when it's at 0, it's saying, I don't think there's any more down in the move. Well, if there's no more down in the move, that's a good time to buy. So let's see if we see a 0 or a 10 or within 1. So 6 isn't close enough, 5 isn't close enough, 10. Yes, we got a 10 here. When we have a 10 here, I want to see where the red line is and on the majors. And if the red line is above the blue line, which it is here, red line above the blue line, we've got a sell that's worth 5 pips. So I'm looking for 10 and the red line above, or 0 and the red line below the red line. So we've got the signal here. So we're going to go ahead and take a 5 pip sell on the on the pound Australian dollar. So let's open up our, if you're trading with MetaTrader 4, open it up, or you can do it in your simulator. So pound Australian dollar. I don't have it open here, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It's going to probably be in this third group, Great Britain Pound. Great Britain Pound. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Great Britain Pound Australian dollar. I'm going to change this over so I'm looking at the same thing. I am going to take a sell for, this is a demo account, a sell. So I'm going to go to new order. I've got 10,000 in this demo account. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. So that's 1.07. So I can take anywhere from half of that as a lot size to double that, depending on how many other trades I'm expecting to take. But I'm just going to take the 1.1. So I'm going to round this up to 1.1 market sell. So it records it. I'm going to right click on here, go to modify. This trade is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. And if I click this little blue button here, it does the math for me. And this trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So at 90% of the time, I can take a 4-to-1. So I'm going to use a 20 pip stop loss. And again, 20 pips is 200 points. I click the little red button. It does the math for me. I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I'm going to just double check here. So I'm at 0.9150. So if I take 5 pips, I'm going to go to 0.9145. So I'm going to just adjust this to 456. 456. So I get my full 5 pips. Then I click modify. And I want to make sure I see both my stop loss and take profit. I expect this trade to close within the next hour. You can kind of think of it. So let me just read the coordinates to you. It's a sell on the Great Britain Pound, Australian dollar, with a take profit of 1.91456. 1.91456 and a stop loss of 1.91729, and a stop loss of 1.91729. We expect and it changed. We've already gone into the new hour. Some traders like to see this change by more than 1, changed by a little bit less than 1. So this might take a little bit longer before it turns. You can see that the red line has gone up. I think we'll be okay if at the end of the next hour, if this stays here, you can take the sell again. You can take the sell again if it stays above 9. I don't think we'll get stopped out, so this might take us more than more than an hour for this to happen. But you can think of it when this is at 10 and this is above, it's like pulling an elastic. And when the hour changes, there's a little snap, and you'll pick up the trade on the snap. As you said, some traders like to wait and see that this actually changes by one. I don't. I've had enough success with it where I'm happy if I see this is at 10 and these are above. We've got the trade. Okay, gang. Thanks so much for joining me. I've been trading a little over 4 years. Trading has changed my life. It has been probably the best thing I've done, and I've done a lot of things. If you want to change your life, we can help you with the indicators and our personalized one-on-one training. We'll help you get there faster. We'll provide the safety net. We minimize the risk because we let you trade with our money. Okay, great. Thank you. We will see you Thursday morning. Bye-bye.